Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collections, Coin Enthusiasts. Today, we have a fascinating coin to talk about, one that represents both American history and incredible value. We're diving into the world of the 1967 Roosevelt silver dime, a coin that has captivated collectors for years, and it might just surprise you how valuable this dime can be. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, you'll definitely want to stick around to learn why this coin could be worth a significant amount of money. The 1967 Roosevelt dime is part of a long series of dimes that features the iconic portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by the artist John R. Sinek. The coin has a simple yet powerful design that pays tribute to Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd President of the United States. His portrait appears on the obverse of the coin, and it's a striking likeness of a leader who is remembered for guiding the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. Along with Roosevelt's face, the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1967, are inscribed. The date is a key marker for collectors when identifying specific coins from this era. On the reverse of the coin, we find a classic image, a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. This design is meant to symbolize freedom, peace, and strength. The words United States of America and E pluribus unum are engraved, along with the denomination 1 dime. It's an elegant design that has remained unchanged for decades, making this coin both timeless and meaningful. But what really sets the 1967 Roosevelt silver dime apart from other coins is the fact that it's part of a series made from 90% silver. That's right. This coin contains a good amount of silver, which, in itself, adds to its value. While the face value of the coin is just 10 cents, its metal content gives it a higher intrinsic value, especially considering the fluctuating price of silver. For years, collectors have sought out these silver dimes not only for their historical significance but also because of the precious metal they contain. Now, you may be thinking, 1967? Isn't that a relatively common year for this coin? You're right in thinking that the 1967 Roosevelt dime was produced in large quantities. Over 1.5 billion coins were minted in that year alone. However, there's an interesting twist to this story. While most of the 1967 dimes are still circulating or in common collections, there are some exceptional examples that stand out and could make you a pretty penny if you happen to own one. 41. The condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. If your 1967 Roosevelt dime has been kept in pristine condition, free from scratches, dents, or heavy wear, it can command a significantly higher price than a typical dime in circulated condition. Dimes that are graded as MS-65 or higher, meaning they are nearly flawless, can fetch much more than their standard value, but there's more to the story. Some of the 1967 Roosevelt dimes were minted in special conditions, or with unique errors, that make them stand out to collectors. For instance, there are varieties of this coin that show subtle differences in the minting process, or even rare minting errors that make them highly valuable to collectors who are always on the lookout for rare and unique finds. A slight mistake in the way the coin was struck, like doubling of numbers or letters, can make a dime worth far more than its face value. So, how much is this particular 1967 Roosevelt silver dime worth today? If you happen to own a 1967 dime in excellent condition, or even one with a rare mint error, you could be sitting on a valuable treasure. While most of the dimes from this year are worth just a few dollars above their silver value, the rare, high-quality specimens can go for a much higher price in the market. Now, the ultimate question: just how much can the right 1967 Roosevelt silver dime fetch? The truth is, the price can vary depending on the condition and the specific mint mark of the coin. But the best specimens, those in perfect or near-perfect condition, with rare mint marks or minting errors, have been known to sell for up to $60,000. Yes, that's right, $60,000 for a single dime. This price range is typically reserved for coins that have been graded by professional coin grading services, ensuring they are in top-tier condition and free from any major flaws. If you're lucky enough to own a 1967 Roosevelt silver dime that fits this description, you could be looking at a substantial return on your investment. For collectors, the thrill of finding a coin like this is something special. Whether it's the silver content, the historical significance of the coin, or the rarity of certain mint marks or errors, there's no denying that the 1967 Roosevelt silver dime holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors. If you think you might have one of these rare and valuable coins hiding in your collection or in your pocket change, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You might just have a coin that could fetch an impressive price at auction, and who knows, you could become the next lucky collector to strike it rich with a coin that's worth tens of thousands of dollars. Today, we've got an exciting coin to talk about, one that's a little more modern, but still holds an incredible amount of value. If you think all valuable coins are old and ancient, think again. Today we're diving into the world of the 2005 Roosevelt silver dime, a coin that might surprise you in terms of how much it's worth, especially if you know what to look for. Now, when you think of the Roosevelt dime, you probably picture the classic design that has been a staple of American coinage for decades. The 2005 Roosevelt dime is no exception. The obverse, or front side, features the famous portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This design, created by John R. Sinek, has been gracing dimes since 1946 and has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. Roosevelt's calm and dignified image is paired with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of issue, in this case, 2005. But the real magic of the 2005 Roosevelt dime lies in the reverse side. Here, we see the iconic symbols of freedom, peace, and strength, a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These are meant to represent the ideals that Roosevelt worked so hard to uphold throughout his presidency. And, of course, we see the words, United States of America, and E pluribus unum, as well as the denomination, 1 dime. These timeless elements give the coin its classic look, which has remained unchanged for over 70 years. You may be wondering, what makes the 2005 Roosevelt dime so special? After all, it was minted in large quantities, right? Well, you're right to a point. The 2005 dimes were struck in high numbers, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. It was minted during a period when the U.S. Mint still produced dimes with 90% silver content in special coin sets, making it a silver dime. And while most 2005 Roosevelt dimes circulated widely and are relatively common, those made from silver in the special proof sets hold much more value. The silver content alone adds a significant amount of worth to the coin. Silver prices have fluctuated over the years, and as of today, even the face value of the 2005 Roosevelt silver dime's precious metal is worth more than just its 10-cent face value. But here's where it gets interesting. Just like with other collectible coins, the value of this dime is not just based on its silver content but on its condition, rarity, and other key factors. Now, let's talk about condition. Like with any coin, the better the condition, the more it's worth. A dime that's been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, will always fetch a higher price than one that's been banged up and worn down through years of circulation. Dimes that are in uncirculated or proof condition are much more desirable to collectors. These coins, often found in special proof sets, are in pristine condition and have not been handled or spent. Another thing to consider is minting errors. While the 2005 Roosevelt dime is a relatively modern coin, that doesn't mean that errors can't occur. In fact, coins that have rare minting errors can be worth much more than their face value. For example, a 2005 dime with a double die error or an off-center strike can command a premium among collectors. These types of errors make the coin unique, and collectors will pay top dollar for such rarities. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of this coin. As you might expect, a typical 2005 Roosevelt silver dime, if it's in average condition and hasn't been subjected to any errors or damage, is worth only a few dollars above its silver content. But, and this is a big but, the truly rare and high-quality specimens, especially those in uncirculated condition or with rare mint errors, can fetch a significant amount more. So, if you're lucky enough to have one of these dimes in exceptional condition, or if it happens to have one of those rare minting errors, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Coins like this, especially those that have been graded by professional coin grading services, have been known to sell for up to $64,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $64,000. It's important to note that this price is not typical for every 2005 Roosevelt silver dime, but it's certainly possible for the rarest and most pristine specimens to fetch this kind of price at auction. For collectors who specialize in dimes or in silver coins, a coin like this can be an absolute gem. The 2005 Roosevelt silver dime is a reminder that even coins that aren't centuries old can still be incredibly valuable, especially when they're rare or in perfect condition. If you have a 2005 Roosevelt silver dime in your collection or in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be one of those rare finds. You never know, you could be holding onto a coin that could bring you thousands of dollars. So, what are you waiting for? Take a closer look at your coins, and if you happen to find a 2005 Roosevelt silver dime in mint condition or with a unique error, you might just have a valuable treasure on your hands. Today, we've got a special one for you, a coin that might surprise you with its value and history. I'm talking about the 1980 Roosevelt silver dime, a piece of American currency that's more than just a dime. If you've ever wondered about the true worth of coins from the 1980s, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this particular dime is so special. Let's start with a bit of background. The Roosevelt dime, designed by artist John R. Sinek, has been a prominent part of American coinage since it was first issued in 1946. The design features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt, a beloved figure in American history, was chosen for this design in honor of his efforts to fight polio and his leadership during World War II. If you've ever seen a dime, you've seen his face. This coin is one of the most iconic in the country's history. Now, the 1980 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another coin from the modern era, but there's more to it than meets the eye. While many of the Roosevelt dimes produced in the 1980s were standard copper-nickel-clad versions, there were also special editions minted with 90% silver content. These silver dimes were part of the proof sets issued by the U.S. Mint, and it's these coins we'll focus on today. The obverse of the coin, as usual, features Roosevelt's profile with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1980. It's a timeless design that honors the legacy of a president who shaped American history. On the reverse side, we see the traditional torch, olive branch, and oak branch, which represent freedom, peace, and strength. The inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "One Dime" complete the design. So, why does the 1980 Roosevelt silver dime hold such significant value? Well, it's because of its silver content. In 1980, the U.S. Mint produced dimes with 90% silver as part of their annual proof sets. These silver dimes are not only valuable because of their precious metal content, but they are also sought after by collectors for their stunning proof quality. Proof coins are specially minted with polished dies and are struck multiple times to ensure they have a sharp, crisp design with a mirror-like finish. These coins were never meant to circulate, they were intended for collectors, which makes them much rarer than the regular circulating dimes. The value of these silver dimes doesn't just stem from their silver content. The demand for these rare coins, combined with their limited supply, has made them highly coveted among coin collectors. The fact that they were never intended for regular circulation means that most of the 1980 silver dimes are in pristine condition. This is a key factor in determining their worth. A coin that has been carefully preserved, with no wear and tear, is far more valuable than one that has been in circulation for years. Of course, the condition of the coin plays a major role in its value. Coins that have been graded as Proof 70, the highest grade a coin can receive, are especially valuable. These coins are perfect specimens, free from any imperfections or flaws. Even a slight blemish or scratch can significantly lower the value of a coin, so collectors are willing to pay a premium for those in flawless condition. But there's another reason why the 1980 Roosevelt silver dime is so sought after. Some of these coins have rare minting errors, such as misstrikes or doubling. Mint errors are always a big deal in the world of coin collecting, and they can make a coin even more valuable than its regular counterparts. If you happen to find a 1980 Roosevelt silver dime with a unique minting error, you could be looking at a small fortune. Error coins often go for much higher prices because of their rarity and the fact that they are one-of-a-kind pieces. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of this coin. While most 1980 Roosevelt silver dimes can be found for a few dollars above their silver content, the rare, high-quality specimens are worth much more. If you're lucky enough to own a 1980 Roosevelt silver dime in pristine condition or with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The most valuable examples of the 1980 Roosevelt silver dime, especially those in perfect condition or with significant errors, have been known to sell for as much as $63,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $63,000. That's the kind of value these coins can reach, and it's a reminder that even relatively modern coins can become incredibly valuable with the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. So, if you happen to come across a 1980 Roosevelt silver dime, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look at its condition. Is it in mint or near mint condition? Does it have any minting errors that make it unique? If so, you could have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're taking a closer look at a truly fascinating piece of U.S. coinage, a coin that's not only rich in history but also packs a hefty value for the right collector. The coin in question? The 1977 Roosevelt silver dime. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, this dime has a lot to offer, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why it's worth much more than you might think. Before we dive into its value, let's take a moment to understand the background of this coin. The Roosevelt dime, named after President Franklin D. Roosevelt, has been in circulation since 1946. The design, which was created by John R. Sinek, has become one of the most iconic in American coinage. The obverse of the coin features Roosevelt's profile, while the reverse showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. These features are timeless, and the design has remained largely unchanged for decades. Now, what makes the 1977 version of the Roosevelt dime stand out from the rest? While it may appear similar to other dimes from this era, there's something special about the 1977 issue. For one, this coin was struck in 90% silver, making it more valuable than its copper-nickel counterparts. In fact, the Roosevelt dime was struck in silver until 1964, and after that, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel clad version for regular circulation. However, for collectors, the dimes produced from 1965 to 1970 were still available in silver, and this includes the 1977 silver dime, which was minted as part of proof sets. Proof sets are a big deal in the world of numismatics. These special sets are produced by the U.S. Mint using high-quality, polished dies and multiple strikes to ensure each coin has a mirror-like finish. The result is a coin that is sharp, crisp, and flawless, qualities that make it especially valuable to collectors. Since the 1977 Roosevelt dime was produced as part of the proof sets, it's no surprise that the coin holds a certain allure for collectors who value its quality and rarity. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The value of the 1977 Roosevelt silver dime is not just about its silver content or its status as a proof coin, it's also about its rarity and condition. Unlike coins that were meant for circulation, proof coins like the 1977 Roosevelt dime were carefully preserved, meaning that they are often found in much better condition than regular circulation coins. This makes high-grade examples of the 1977 Roosevelt dime highly sought after by collectors. When it comes to determining the value of a coin like the 1977 Roosevelt silver dime, the condition is a major factor. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, and any blemish, scratch, or wear can significantly decrease the value. The most valuable examples of the 1977 Roosevelt silver dime are those that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, often graded as proof 70 or near perfect. The value of this coin also increases with rarity, and although the 1977 Roosevelt dime wasn't struck in limited quantities, the proof version is still quite rare compared to regular circulation coins. Additionally, certain versions of the 1977 dime may have unique characteristics or minting errors, which can add even more value to the coin. For example, minor misstrikes or variations in design are always of interest to collectors, and such errors can significantly raise the price of a coin on the open market. So, let's talk numbers. What is the actual value of the 1977 Roosevelt silver dime? While a standard silver dime from this year might only be worth a few dollars above its silver content, the rare, high-quality proof coins can fetch much more. The highest quality 1977 Roosevelt silver dimes have been known to sell for astronomical prices at auctions and among serious collectors. Coins that are in flawless condition or have unique minting errors can command significant premiums. As of recent sales, the highest prices for the 1977 Roosevelt silver dime have reached up to $62,000. That's right, $62,000. If you happen to have a pristine, error-free 1977 Roosevelt silver dime, or one that's been graded as proof 70, you could be sitting on an incredible windfall. It's important to note that not every 1977 Roosevelt silver dime will fetch this kind of price. The value depends largely on the coin's condition, rarity, and any special features it may possess. But the fact remains, if you're lucky enough to own a high-quality example of this coin, you're holding a valuable piece of American history. So, if you have a 1977 Roosevelt silver dime lying around, don't let it go unnoticed. Take the time to check its condition, look for any potential minting errors, and consider getting it professionally graded. You might just have a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, we're going to explore one of the most fascinating coins of the 20th century, the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime. This small, yet powerful coin holds a significant place in American history, and its value will leave you astounded. The Roosevelt dime, a coin that has been circulating in the United States since 1946, was designed by the talented John R. Sinek. The design features the profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, which is both iconic and instantly recognizable. The reverse displays a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The 1978 Roosevelt silver dime is a continuation of this timeless design, but with a twist that makes it particularly valuable. In 1964, the United States Mint switched from minting dimes in silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition due to rising silver prices. However, for collectors, special proof coins continued to be minted in silver, and the 1978 Roosevelt dime is one of those exceptional pieces. The 1978 version was part of the proof sets, struck with special care to ensure a flawless finish. Proof coins like this are produced by the U.S. Mint using polished dies, resulting in coins with a mirror-like finish that are highly desirable to collectors. What sets the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime apart from the regular circulation dimes is not just the material, but the quality. Proof coins like this one were struck multiple times with precise machinery, producing a clean, crisp coin that was intended for collectors rather than everyday circulation. This means that the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime, especially in excellent condition, has become a sought-after item for numismatists and investors alike. Now, let's talk about what really drives the value of this coin. As with any collectible coin, its condition is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one graded as proof 70, is worth significantly more than a coin that has been circulated or shows signs of wear and tear. The 1978 Roosevelt silver dime is no exception. High-grade examples of this coin, especially those in proof 70 condition, can command some serious prices at auctions. Another factor that can increase the value of the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime is its rarity. Although many of these dimes were struck by the U.S. Mint, not all of them were preserved in pristine condition. Over time, coins can become damaged, scratched, or otherwise impaired, which lowers their value. However, well-preserved dimes, especially those with minimal to no imperfections, are considered rare and are much more valuable to collectors. It's also important to mention that there are always certain nuances in the world of coin collecting that can increase a coin's worth. For example, there may be unique features, such as minting errors or slight variations in design, that make certain 1978 Roosevelt dimes stand out even more. Coins with such characteristics are considered highly collectible and can often be worth much more than their base value. So, how much is this coin worth today? If you happen to own a 1978 Roosevelt silver dime that's in excellent condition or part of a proof set, you're looking at a coin that can fetch a price much higher than its face value of 10 cents. Depending on the coin's grade, condition, and any special features it may have, the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime can be worth up to $67,000. Yes, you heard that right, $67,000. This incredible value is a testament to the lasting appeal of the Roosevelt dime and the importance of condition and rarity in the world of coin collecting. If you have a 1978 Roosevelt silver dime in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look and getting it professionally graded. You might just be sitting on a rare and valuable piece of American numismatic history. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating world of the 1978 Roosevelt silver dime. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Keep on collecting, and remember, your next great find could be hiding in plain sight.